Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing something a little different. I am going to attempt to do a story time video today. So I'm like really hot, so y'all probably gonna see me pull my fan out from time to time. So this is a story time for when this guy I was dating, his baby mama tried to fight me. So I met this guy. This is how we met. One day I was in Walmart with my mom and my sister, and I had to have been all of like 25. Maybe even like 23 or 24, something like that. But I was in Walmart with my mom and my sister, and I had seen him. I was like in the, we were in the electronics section. And I seen him and his friend, and they just kind of walked past me, and they said something, but I don't know what exactly. So later on, my assumption is after they had ran into me that first time, when they saw me again by myself, he came up to me and, you know, started trying to holler at me. And so we talked for a little while. And so anyways, whew, I am hot. Like with these lights in front of me, I'm hot, so y'all probably see me glistening because I'm sweating. But anyway, so we talked for a little bit, and he asked for my number. I gave him my number, and so we had talked a couple times on the phone. Come to find out, I was older than him, and he had a daughter. He had a little girl. He had one little girl, and so I think he was like 22. And like I said, I had to have been like 24. I don't think I was 25 yet. I think I was like 24, maybe 23 or 24, and I think he was like 22. I was older than him. So we talked, and you know, we met up a couple times, and we like met up in like the Walmart parking lot to talk, and then we like met up, went to the park, and we just kicked it a couple times, went out to eat. And so this was when I was in grad school, so we had been talking and got comfortable with each other to where when I would get out of class at night, I would go to his house and we would just chill. So this one particular night, I met his daughter for the first time, and she was really young. She wasn't even walking. She was like crawling. This was a baby. So clearly him and this chick hadn't been done that long. I mean, they hadn't had that much time away from each other because the child was like a baby. So I mean, hello. I mean, they ain't got that much of a gap between when they was last together. So anyways, met his daughter, whatever, and we just, you know, I met her after this particular time. When I first met her, I had met her a couple times. I had been around her a couple times. So this one particular night, he had her, and her mom was supposed to come pick her up. And she was tripping as to why she couldn't come pick her up. Some craps, I don't know. It was so long ago, I can't remember all the details. I just remember that she was supposed to come pick the little girl up, and she had all these excuses as to why she couldn't come pick her up. And so they was on the phone arguing back and forth, and it was just this weird, it was just like this, instead of it being, oh, can you just come drop her off, and you know what, yeah, whatever, and being done with it, it was just this odd exchange, this weird back and forth. Like I don't know, like after they had been going back and forth, and he was just like, no, you know what, don't talk that stuff now, I'm just gonna come bring her. And it was like she had got scared, like they had like this relationship. I don't know, it was weird. I'm not making any sense because it was just weird. So either way, he was talking a whole lot of shit, and he was just like, you know what, I'm gonna leave her toys and stuff here, because if I send it back with her, I ain't never gonna see it again. Her mama ain't gonna send it back over here because she don't never send none of her stuff back. And like he was just talking shit about her, like she irresponsible. So I was just gonna leave. I was like, well, you know what, I can just leave, I can just go, and I'll just see you next time, you know. And he was like, nah, he wanted me to ride with him. And I was like, I don't know, that's a good idea. You know how bitches be acting, especially salty bitches that still want their baby daddy. You know how they act. So I was like, I don't know. And he was like, it ain't that big of a deal, just come with me. So I rode with him. And I don't even remember what this chick said. I have no clue. I couldn't even talk. I definitely can't tell you how to get to her house now, and I couldn't have told you how to get to her house then. So it was dark outside, and he drove like a Grand Marquis. Yeah. He drove like a little Grand Marquis. I think that's what they call. And it had tinted windows. And so we rode over there. And her house was like on this side of the road, like on the, if you're sitting where I'm sitting, it was on like the left hand side of the road. And it sat off like kind of in it, I don't want to say in a ditch, but it was like the road was up on a hill and the house was like down off like in the cut kind of sort of. I don't really know. It just kind of sat off in like a little bit of a ditch, like it sat in the middle of a, I don't know. The road was kind of like on a hill, so it's kind of like you had to walk down the hill to get to the house. So the house was on the left hand side of the road. So when we came up from this way, he parked on across the street. He didn't park on the same side of the road as the house. He didn't park in the driveway. He parked across the street. It was dark, and he had dark tinted windows. And like I said, the road, we parked on the road, on the other side of the road, which, you know, the house was down the hill, so I couldn't see shit. I didn't see nothing, and I highly doubt that anybody could see me. But he said that her dad came to the door. He said, you know, she tried to send her little punk ass daddy to the door, like that was supposed to scare me. So nothing happened. There was no drama or anything like that. He went, took the little girl in, and he came out, and we left. And so we went back to his house, and we just chilled and talked for a while, and then I left and went home. So there was a couple times where he would have his daughter and I would be over there and she would come and get her. And back then I had a Honda Accord, and there was no tint on the windows of that car that I had. And so I had this, anybody that knows me knows that pink is my favorite color. And I had this pink umbrella that would sit in the back window of the car, the rear window. And so she would come over there and get her daughter and go and leave and everything be cool. Now, because they had this drama before, and, you know, he had talked to me and told me, you know, he kind of explained to me how she is, but that's still just one side of the story. But because they were, she was younger than him and he was younger than me. So I was like, she ain't gonna let it be peace. She ain't gonna catch me over here too many times where she's gonna come get her daughter and just leave and there not be any drama, because I know she know it's a female over here, because this car got a pink umbrella in the back window, and it's like the tag was from a totally different county. And I was like, it ain't gonna be, and I'm pretty sure she done heard that people done seen us around together, so it ain't gonna be, you know, peaches and cream every time she come over here. She ain't gonna let me be over here too many more times without having some drama. So one particular night I went over there. He had his daughter, and he was giving her a bath because she was coming to his baby mama was coming to get her. And so he giving her a bath, getting her ready and everything. And then his homeboy had came over because he was going to cut his hair. So she came and got her, and she was tripping then, but he just shut the door on her. And so him and his homie went to the back to the bathroom to cut his hair, and all hell breaks loose. This bitch starts showing the fuck out. She like kicking out. Now, she was hitting the car. She could have been hitting mine. I don't know. I think she was hitting his car. She was just out there talking all types of shit, talking about how she bought his car. And he argued with her for a little while, and then he would go out there and be like, man, go on. Y'all get this all the time. She doing this. Her boyfriend with her in the car, waiting in the car, chilling with the little girl. So she out there in his driveway just acting a plumb fool, talking about, I know you got your bitch in there, tell that bitch to come outside, and it just going off and just going and going. Now all this time while she was going talking all that shit about him, I was just sitting. Fuck. So anyways, I was just sitting in the living room laughing. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Like, why don't she get the fuck out of here? Like, why don't she go on somewhere? I don't care what y'all have going on, because me and him, we just cool. We not in no relationship. We not you know, we not doing nothing. We just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. I just got out of a serious relationship. I'm not in no rush to get back in one. He ain't never been in no serious relationship. I ain't trying to be the one to break him in. We just kicking it. That's it. No sex, no nothing. We just kicking it. That's it. You know, it ain't nothing serious. We ain't taking each other too seriously. We just around. We just enjoying each other's company, having fun, enjoying life. That's it. That's it. It's nothing to get all upset about. You know, if y'all doing y'all thing, then y'all do y'all thing, because he ain't my dude. I'm not his girl. You know, it ain't nothing that serious. We just friends. I don't really care. And if you holding your shit down like you know, supposed to be, or if he wanted you, then you be in here instead of out there acting stupid. So I wasn't really worried about it. I thought it was funny. I was like, she is just showing out here in this neighborhood, because he had a house. So she's just showing out here in this neighborhood. Her daughter's out there in the car, and her boyfriend's out there in the car, and she up here, you know, just flatlining, just like she wasn't even flatlining. Like she was on a whole nother level. She was on a new level with that bullshit. And so we was just in there laughing at her. He was back there. Him and his homie was back there. He was getting his hair cut. They was laughing at her. And I was sitting up there in the front laughing at her. And I was peeking out the blinds. I was like, this bitch is stupid. So she was like, bitch, I see you. Why don't you come outside? I was like, okay, well, let me go on out here and dress this hoe, because I ain't the one for this foolishness. I ain't finna sit up in here like I'm scared of you, bitch. I don't know who you is. I'm old enough to be your older sister. Let me go out here and address this, because I ain't got nothing to lose. Back then, I didn't have no kids. I ain't had shit to lose. What you gonna do to me? So I got up to go out there, and he came in. He was like, just sit down and let it go. Don't pay her no mind. Just ignore her. She being ignorant. So I was like, all right. And I thought about it, and it was like, you know, she wanna look stupid because she out there mad as hell that her dude in here with me, and he not even claiming her. So it's not even her dude. It's just her baby's father. It's not her dude according to him, and it's not my dude. So why should I let her get me all upset when she went outside wishing she was in? That's why she acting like that, because she wish she was inside. So after we just sat in there, ignored her, he kept getting his hair cut, and I was watching TV in the living room. So after a while, she got the message and she left. And so, you know, we continued to talk after that. But after a while, she stopped letting him see his daughter. And I figured it was probably because, you know, some crap, because he was moving on. Or maybe they were still messing around. I don't know. It was just a mess. And, you know, after a while, we just went our separate ways, because it had got to a point where he hadn't seen his daughter in a long time, and he really wouldn't talk about it. And I kind of figured she was probably keeping her away from him because he was seeing me, and he might have been seeing some other chicks too. I don't really know, and I really don't care, because it wasn't like that. So we just went our separate ways. But it was so funny, because I knew. I said it to myself. I said, she ain't gonna let me be over here too many more times without letting me know her, without letting me feel her presence. I knew it, because that's what little immature girls do when they can't have their way. If you wanted that dude, then that was between you and him, not me. I didn't chase him down, he chased me down. Okay, so don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. So I don't know what kind of mess, I don't know what happened between them, because like I said, we went our separate ways. And you know, it's all for the better, because he had a dramatic baby mama, and I ain't got time for that. And I went on and moved on with somebody else who ain't had no dramatic baby mothers. Not when I came along anyway. I don't know what happened before me, but it was just funny. So it wasn't as drama filled, because me and her didn't fight, which I'm glad I didn't go out there, because it just, we both would have been out there looking stupid. But if I had went out there, we both would have been out there looking stupid. But because I stayed in the house, she the one that was out there looking stupid, cutting up and screaming at a closed door, while the dude and the chick still in the house laughing at you. And his homie was in the house too. So they was back there. He was getting his hair cut. They was back there laughing at her. And I was sitting up there watching TV laughing at her. Like, whatever. So that was the end of that. And The moral of the story is, when you meet a dude, if he got baby mama drama, leave his ass in the dust. Or if you meet a chick and she got baby daddy drama, leave her ass in the dust. Because ain't nobody got time to fool with that foolishness. Because I don't know what they be holding on to. They probably still be messing around. I don't really know. I don't know what kind of pipe dreams them motherfuckers be holding on to. But don't allow that crap in your life. Live a drama-free life. And whoever you gonna be with, let them be drama-free. And if they ain't, let their ass climb a tree somewhere. And you go off and do what you gotta do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this story time video, make sure you thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let me know if you'd like to hear more. I have to honestly say I don't know that I have much more because I don't remember a whole lot from the past. I probably blocked it out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be beautiful.